In this bonus training video, I want to go through the 2 C's in the CMC marketing formula, okay? And that's the 2 calls. So this first script we're going to go through is the script that I really like, okay? It makes calling really, really easy. It can help you with your call reluctance. It can help you with, hiring, non-skilled telemarketers to do your initial salvo in your prospecting, okay? Because again, the goal of this call is just to qualify for information and also get some information out to them via email, okay? So this is how the call script goes, and this is assuming, this first part of this script assumes that you don't know the decision maker. You don't know who's going to be answering the phone. Is it going to be a gatekeeper? Is it going to be an employee, or is it going to be the actual decision maker? So I like to open up my calls with something like this. I said, "Hi, my name is Steve, and I was wondering if you could help me out." And typically the response is going to be, "Oh, what is this about?" Well, I was wondering if you could tell me who handles the business decisions, okay, for the company, or who handles the marketing decisions or the advertising decisions. And you got to find out what one of those words actually makes sense for you. And generally, if you have if the business owner says, "Well, that's me," it says, "Great." You're going to immediately go into the next part here. It says, "Great. As I said, my name is Steve Champagne, and I'm with myVirtualCaller. And the reason for my brief call today is that I'm not trying to sell you anything, but I would like to get some information in your hands about a service we have that helps businesses like yours take control of what folks are saying about them online and get them more positive reviews. And I was wondering if you would be open to me sending you some additional information about this." And then you just go silent. Now, listen to that language. Would you be open? Of course. That's people are going to say yes to that. Now, if they say no and it is the decision maker, then you immediately just want to say thank you very much and hang up. All right. The decision maker has the right to say, "I am not interested." And you don't want to get into this, confrontation of, objection handling or brushing off objections. And so, when you have a really big list, you just want to find the cherries here. Okay. This is a cherry picking script that you can do, or a telemarketer can do for you, okay? And it's not overly skilled because you don't have to handle objections with this call, okay? So it just makes it real easy. Hey, you're trying to do them a favor. You're trying to get information in their hands. So let's continue on with the script. Now, if they say yes, you're going to go, "Super. What is the best email address for me to send you some additional information?" You're going to write it down. You're going to put it into myVirtualCaller. And if you don't have the business owner's name, and for my records, what's your name? And make sure to get the full name here, okay? "Thank you very much," whatever the name is. "I'm going to get this information out to you right away in the next 5 minutes." And then you can optionally qualify for money here if you want to. Okay, if you really want to go for the cream on this call, you want to end your call with this question. One last question before I let you go. If you like what you see, are you currently in a position to invest whatever dollar amount, okay, a month into our business building program or service? Now, and you can work around whether or not you want to use business building or not, okay? Maybe you want to use just, into one of our programs. And if they say yes to that dollar amount, then you're doing great. And then you just want to finish up the call. It says, "Thank you very much for your time, and I'll be in touch with you in a few days." That's it. That's the call in a nutshell. But what happens when you're not talking to the decision maker? Okay, let's say you go back and you open up that call, right? With handles that, and also, well, that's the owner. Well, the next, what you immediately want to say is he or she available to speak with for a brief minute? If they say no, okay, well, then you got a couple options here. No? Okay, generally when is the best time to have a brief 1-minute conversation with the owner? And that's one way to go. The other way to handle the call is to actually try to grab that information from the employee to send out that email. Okay, you can grab the email and name and send out that information and try to follow up that way if you want to. It's your call here. So option 1 is to just figure out when is the best time to call them back and schedule as a call back inside of myVirtualCaller, or go ahead and try to get that contact information from them immediately. All right, and then you just do a follow up and figure out what that is. Now, one thing about non-decision makers when they say that we're all set and not interested you do want to push back on them because, frankly, they don't earn the right to make that decision. So you would say something like this: I can understand you saying that, but wouldn't you agree with me if this information I want to send could help whatever that main benefit statement is in your business? Don't you think it makes good business sense to at least have them take a look at it? And typically, they're going to say yes, and then you can just fall back to, one of these options here, to either option one to, figure out when the best time to call back is, or, gather the email name and send the information out anyways. Now, I want to show you one more alternative opening. And this opening is knowing that you have high probability that you're connecting with the decision maker and you actually know who the decision maker is. Okay? You have a name in your database. And I personally love this opening because it just stops people dead in their tracks. Okay? It gets them going like, who's this? And this is it. Hi, may I speak with Bob? This is he. Hi, Bob. My name is Steve Champagne, and I'm with myVirtualCaller. And I have to ask you, does my name ring a bell? And it just stops them dead in their tracks when they hear that. I'm like, ring a bell? What does that mean? And no matter how they answer it, okay, yes or no, you will go, well, if they say no, you're going to say, well, we specialize, or I specialize in helping businesses like yours. Again, that main benefit. And the reason for my brief call today is not to try to sell you anything, but to see if you'd be open to me sending you some information on our service that helps you with that main benefit again. Would you be open to me sending you some additional information? See how easy that is? Now, if they said yeses, well, as you know, Bob, we specialize in helping businesses like yours, that main benefit again, whatever it is, and I've given you a list above here. And the reason for this brief call today is not to try to sell you anything, but to see if you'd be open to sending you some information about our services that could help you. So this is the first call script, okay? So I'm going to pause the video and then bring up the second call script and we'll go through that one. Okay, in the follow-up call script, what your goal is here is not to try to, get 10, 15 minutes of that person's time on the phone right then and there, because in all probability, you're not going to be able to do that, okay? The goal here of this particular call is to actually set up a future call for 10 to 15 minutes or in-person meeting to do that. So that's the real purpose of this call. Now, you probably will have to do some objection handling here, okay? So let's go through this call script. Hi, Bob. Steve Champagne with myVirtualCaller again. Have I reached you at a good time? If they say yes, then what you're going to do is, well, I'm following up on the information I sent you a few days ago on how we can help you take control of what folks are saying about you online and get you more positive reviews. I realize you are a busy person, as am I. I want to see what your schedule is like this week for a brief 15-minute call to further explore how we can help you grow your business. Now let's take a look at that language. Well, first of all, you want to make sure that you've reached them at a good time. You want to show that you're polite and courteous, okay? Now the other thing I want you to notice is, I realize you're a busy person, as am I. Now I put that in brackets. You may not want to use that, but I like to use that language because it puts me at par with them. So let's do another read through this script without stopping, okay? Hi, Bob. Steve Champagne here with myVirtualCaller again. Have I reached you at a good time to talk for a minute? Yes. Well, I'm following up on the information I sent you a few days ago on how we can help you take control of what folks are saying about you online and getting you some more positive reviews for your business. Now, I do realize you're a busy person, as am I, and I want to see what your schedule is like next week for a brief 15-minute call to further explore how we can help you grow your business. Are mornings or afternoons generally better for you? And if they say, yeah, I have some time available, then mornings are great. I have Wednesday at 9:30 and I have Thursday at 10 o'clock available. What works best for you? And there you go. Now, in all probability, the call's not going to go that smooth, all right? You're probably going to have to do some objection handling. Now, the objection handling is, it comes down to really three things. One, we're all set, not interested, and that could be handled the exact same way. And then there are sometimes people are working with other folks, and you can push through that one if you want to. And you don't have to go for 3 no's. A couple will suffice, okay? So let's go through the objection handling pretty quickly. Typically, this is the one you're going to get. We're all set. We're not interested. And here's how you got to handle that. I can understand you saying that. And frankly, I'd be surprised if you said you were. But wouldn't you agree if I could show you how to take control of what folks are saying about you online and get you more positive reviews? Doesn't it at least make good business sense to at least explore the options? To say no to that is pretty tough. But if they do say no, that's okay. Let it go. You want to go down to still not interested, and that's how you would handle. This is how you would finish up the call. I hear you loud and clear, but before I let you go, do you mind if I touch base with you from time to time? You know, things have a way of changing. What you want to do is get permission to continue to market through them through other means, meaning email and mail, okay? So that's how you would handle the objections. Again, I'm going to go back to what I said to you in that first overview video of CMC. We do business with folks we like, trust, and respect. You're just going to have to take more time to build that credibility up with this particular person. So what happens when you get someone on the phone and they say, well, we're working with someone else? And that generally does happen. What you want to do is, great, I'm glad to hear that. But I'm sure you agree with me that no one single person or company has a monopoly on great ideas that could help you grow your business. All I'm asking for is 15 minutes of your time to explore how we may be able to help you grow your business. And after that meeting, if you feel our services don't make sense for you, we simply part friends. Fair enough? So here are the 2 scripts for you. Again, to make copies for yourself, what you want to do is go up to File and click on Make Copy. And then what you want to do is, where it says, reinstate your main benefits, you want to go and take one of those main benefits or write up your own benefit statement, but keep it really tight, okay? Really, really tight. You want to be able to get through it. You want to feel like you're not reading a script so much, and you want to have comfortable language. So this is the basis of all my telemarketing right here. When I sit down and I start putting scripts together, this is my blueprint for my script writing, okay? And hopefully it can help you really take control of your lead generation when using myVirtualCaller. So I'll see you in the next training video. In the next bonus training video, what we're going to go over now is the 3-part email series, okay? So I'll see you in the next training.